Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
Waking up with us here on AMHQ Early, I'm meteorologist Jen Carfagno.
And I'm meteorologist Jordan Steele. We're going to take a look at your top stories to see how the weather.
Storms are firing. Of course, there's a lot of expense with that as well. Now, you look at where we are dealing with flood alerts again. It is the Houston area. I know, since last Monday, we've been in and out of flood watches, more in than out, actually. And flood alerts, coastal flood advisories actually are still up across parts of Louisiana coastline, a little bit of Texas, too. Beaumont, Port Arthur, Lake Charles. These are all spots that have been dealing with the rainfall since we have started last week, the entire week, the weekend, and now still this week. Thunderstorms today are going to pop. We still have all that Gulf moisture that's coming out here from the Gulf of Mexico, and it comes all the way back and makes this turn up into Texas. And so with the moisture in place, we're going to be watching for air that lifts really easily. Thunderstorms will pop. We're going to be watching along the dry line today for some thunderstorms ongoing as we get into the afternoon. Now, right now, we're actually starting with a cluster of storms that is held together overnight. And this is going to happen, I think, again, every single night this week, like it did last week, where somewhere you get a cluster of storms that develop. Damaging winds out ahead of that could be a concern. Today, we're going to watch what happens now and then the new thunderstorms that fire up. So we're watching, Wichita Falls this morning. Later today could be Dallas, Little Rock, Tulsa, all in the zone for possible showers and storms. And all of these have the chance of being a little feisty, getting severe. And then overnight, a cluster of storms probably in either Oklahoma or Kansas. And then we'll see that move east as we get into the early morning hours, Jordan.
Yes,
here in precip. We've actually had a fairly dry, remember the winter across parts of the Northeast. Now we bring in thunderstorms. So yeah, we'll get some needed rain. Your lawns will get watered, but there could be severe weather. And there's actually all modes: hail, damaging winds, and there's a tornado risk, the 3 on the Torcon, right up the Hudson Valley. We've got Springfield, Concord over here into Vermont, New Hampshire, and Western Mass also in that area. So there's a zone to watch for potential spins in those storms. Plenty of available energy for development in thunderstorms, especially daytime heating will play a role into this here. Once the sun sets, probably see some of that instability come down. The moisture too in place. So it feels like summer. Temps are going up, dew points are going up, and the storms come in here to boot with it. Here comes our front coming in, and that's what provides some lift to get those clouds really building tall into the atmosphere. We start the day with storms in Michigan. I mean, look at Detroit, look at Toledo. Storms come crashing in through the morning. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, it's about lunchtime and soon after. Storms on the move out ahead of this front. We'll watch that right through the entire afternoon and early evening. This is 8 o'clock. Philadelphia, New York City just before that, Jersey, Delaware, all seeing these storms come through into the evening. Then by overnight, we will see things finally quieting down here.
Jen, some of these areas need
the moon was awesome this morning. I don't know if you guys saw it, if you've been up early, but I thought it had a great sort of orangey hue to it as it was setting. We're going to take a look here in Chicago at what's coming our way because it's been warm. We've had a string of like 6 or 7 days now of 80 plus. We hit 90 for the first time this season. And now look what happens. Just in time for the weekend, we're down in the 50s, 40s. Those are the high temperatures, not the low temperatures. Big shock to your system coming your way. We've got storms on the move here. We'll see if we can get some showers actually into Chicago. We actually need the rain up there. We don't need severe weather, obviously, but storms and severe weather is certainly a possibility as we see our next piece of energy come out, finally getting a little more extra energy in the middle to upper atmosphere to see some of those storms. Country. Then on Friday, everything's kind of spreading out here with a large area of some showers and storms. We will see if we can get some of that into the south where it has been so dry and high pressure has been firmly in control. The high pressure is breaking down a bit, but there's just not a ton of moisture, so it's not a big rainmaker. And then rainfall totals, I think it's the Midwest mainly that sees 1 to 2 inches, Jordan.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look.
I'm guessing that's fog right now. I couldn't tell what was on that camera, though. I think it's a little bit of fog out there. But today we've got warm temperatures again, some spots getting close to record levels, 166 million. Today above average, tomorrow 194 million. Northeast especially, before those storms come crashing in, you will feel the heat. And summer-like temperatures all through the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, the Southeast, even in Florida. I know on a technicality, our rainy season has begun down here, but there's no signs of it, and high pressure is keeping us hot. thunderstorms to cool us off in Florida. Augusta going to 96, close to the record of 100. We'll see if we can get there. Atlanta coming close, Macon coming close. Charlotte will be within a few degrees. We'll see. Better chance of setting some records up here, like Detroit. We're going to 88. The record to beat is 90. Oh, and by the way, Chicago, you had your first 90 of the season yesterday. So, yeah, the heat is on. As a reminder, beat the heat. Check the back seat. Cars heat up really quickly. You know, I know of no errand that takes less than 10 minutes. Most take 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, your cars are really very dangerous, close to 120 or 130 degrees inside, Jordan.
Well, I know it's hot, but there is some